Hi, I'm Bob Reid. Welcome to 7K. Welcome to our team. Welcome to the opportunity of your lifetime. And I know your sponsor has already welcomed you, already pointed you to this video. It's going to be your reference guide to your entire 7K website, back office, and the opportunity that we have. And I'm going to explain a little bit of that along with it. But I've been with 7K for since November 16, 2016, 8 years right now as of this recording. I'm an executive go. I have the largest group in the company, largest what we call PEG group. You're going to learn what PEG, personal enrollment group. That means I sponsored a person who sponsored a person who sponsored a person, and that became your group, and that's part of our pay plan. You'll learn that too with time, but that's what creates the greatest opportunity for you. Okay. And we're going to, you will learn that. Hopefully you've already gone through Bob Reid's success system, the 7 pieces of paper, we call it. And the first 2, and you've made your commitment of time with your sponsor and with your success team leaders. Okay. I call it a success team instead of upline, downline, all that kind of stuff. And we've always called it a success team or success group, okay? Because we're a group, we're a community, okay? And becoming part of that community and staying plugged in is one of the most important things about your success. And also duplication. And so in duplication, that's what we're going to be talking about today, because the tool that we're going to provide, I'm going to be doing your website walkthrough and the introduction to it. You may have had a little bit of that already, but we're going to kind of go through it in detail here. And this becomes your reference tool for you and other people you bring into your team, and for them, other people they bring into their team. This saves time and makes duplication so much easier. And that's how we make big money. That's how we exponentiate growth faster, by simple duplication techniques and tools. And that's what we're going to do today. So let's get right with it. And again, welcome to the greatest opportunity of your lifetime. Right products, right company, right marketplace, right company, right everything. And we're about to start, after 8 years of completely establishing ourselves, a permanent company, a huge momentum growth world that could go 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years in the future. And you can be part of that. And you have a team on your left and a team on your right. And it doesn't matter if you know someone in these foreign countries or not. Somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and you can have a global business. Now, that's an opportunity of a lifetime. And for those of you that are in America and not in some of the other countries, I can say you get 1099 tax benefits, and you definitely need to learn what that's all about if you haven't already been told or introduced to that fact and given some third-party validations by our CPAs and business consultants and tax attorneys, that we have information available. So put that on your list of things to find out about if you haven't already. So let's get right with your website introduction. So when you joined, you established a username. That is your website. That's going to be your website, 7kmetals.com/ whatever your username is. Mine was Bob, B-O-B, my name. And so I wanted people to have easy, quick, easy name. If your name's not you, that's the only name in the world. There will never be another 7kmetals.com Bob. It's your unique username, company ID, everything revolves around your username, how we link people to you, how people are automatically linked to you when you enroll them, and then how the people they enroll with their username is linked to them and then linked to you. And that's what makes it go around the world, ping ponging and attaching people to people and growing your personal enrollment group, that PEG that we're going to talk about. And you'll learn about it. But first of all, I want you to, in your time, now you don't have to do this all at one time, but over the time that you're engaging in the business, because we want you to engage right away. We don't want you to have to go through all this stuff. We want you to engage in our team approach. And we're going to talk about that a little bit too, because you're excited right now and you have all the right reason to be excited. And you need to share that as soon as you can with the way we teach you and the way we help you and the way we work together as a team to do it, because we don't want you doing it all by yourself, because we know how difficult and unduplicatable that is. But we want you to walk through your website. Your website does basically a little PowerPoint presentation, all in one, of the entire opportunity. And so you should be familiar with that. Then at the end, it kind of just goes through some of the other benefits of the membership. That's the lanyard, the little extra with our membership. And if you notice, it has the grab a membership at the end. And that's what we want. We want, after we show an opportunity, just like you were shown, we want people to grab a membership and join the team just like we are and enjoy all the benefits of 7K. And if you ever want to know what countries we're open in, all you do is click on grab a membership, and that's going to bring up, normally it's a little bit smaller than that, but sometimes we run into these what we call problems here, and that's what I just did. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna go back to the website again, because I need to get back to the website. One way to do it is click on that 7K if you're in your back office like I was then. And we're going to talk about getting into your back office. But you click on that, grab a membership, and then it says country, pick your country. And you just click on that, and all the list of all the countries we're opening. Some of them we may be pre-marketing, like the 20 countries we just opened in Europe or in the European arena right now that we just opened in. So they're all in pre-marketing. They're kind of pioneering those areas, like those of us that joined 8 years ago and 7 years ago with 7K, we're the pioneers bringing in 7K to the marketplace, bringing it to you today. So the other thing I want to show you here at the very bottom of your website, we call it the footer of your website before we leave the website, this is where you have your policies and procedures. You click on that and a PDF will come up. Okay. And you can read all the policies and procedures, but that's your reference. Well, how many memberships can we have? How old does one have to be? All of these things are answered in a policy procedure. But of course, your team leaders know quick answers to that. But you should be familiar with the policies and procedures, what we can say about marketing, what we can't say about marketing. That's there. The biggest thing that I want to share with you is the FAQ. Now, this is very important. And many times I give a homework assignment. I like for everybody to read all of the FAQs. You're going to learn. No, you don't have to. It's like reading the Bible. You do it a bite at a time a day. Okay, 15 minutes a day, and in a year you can read the entire Bible. Okay, so it's the same thing here. But for those of you that are brand new, you're going to have questions. They're going to be in. You're going to have, well, how do I do that? I don't remember what they told me. Okay, and you can't get in touch with people. Don't delay things. Just go to FAQ. Like one of the things right here, and you'll see there are different groups. And then you have the general questions, 7K cash account, sound money that you're going to have to be creating, and then about IRAs if you're interested in converting IRA. Well, there it is right there. And then they have a search function. where you can type in what you're looking for, and it made it. But let's just take what are the differences between the memberships, the basic 149 and the VIP membership that's 269 right now. Now these prices may change with time, of course. Everything changes with time, but that's what they are right now as of this recording. But that VIP membership is an annual renewal. And then, of course, we got the legacy VIP membership. And then what are the differences between these? Well, here they all are. And so you can look and find these questions and answers to. You can also find out how do I enroll someone? Okay, there's the screenshots of the enrollment process. How do you prepare an enrollment? Now I'm going to show you these. They're here. How do you place somebody? Okay, because you're going to be told about that. You already been set that. If you haven't, you need to set it in your settings. We're going to talk about that too. But what I'm trying to say is all your questions really are, this is your first route. And then of course you got customer support. And then you got your sponsor and your team leaders that you're working with, that you got introduced to. And you should know who they are and have their contact information. Okay, so that brings me to the FAQ, so you know where it's at, and please use it. Now, if you'll notice up here where, you can pick the language or that a particular person or the country that a person is doing their FAQ. Some countries are converted, some countries aren't. We'll teach others, but what we're doing is the English version walkthrough today. Okay, now, once you are into your website, this is your front section. This is the e-commerce. This is what the people see, not, and this is where they can buy products. You will get credit for it, and you will receive a retail profit check. 50% of the difference between the wholesale cost, your member price, and the retail price, which is still a good price. It beats a lot of other companies that they can buy out there. Not everyone. It's not the lowest. The retail price is not the lowest in the marketplace. Our member price is what we call the best dealer cost price, or a dealer cost price. May not be the lowest every day, but in the majority of times, we have the best price for the quantity that they're going to be buying. Okay, so that's one of the main things that I wanted to focus on here. And then what you'll do is you'll click on the thing that says log in. And when you click on the thing that says log into your account, okay, it's going to bring up where you put in your username or your email and that you enroll with, and your password that you enroll, and it'll bring you to your back office. This is where we're going to do that website walkthrough. This is the important thing. The first thing it's going to do is open up to your dashboard. I'm doing it on the computer. If you do it on your phone, everything is stacked. The layout is a little different, and your menu on the computer or a tablet, the menu is right here on the left-hand side. In other words, we have general, which is the dashboard, my autosavers, your benefits, account settings, orders. Well, in the phone, at the top, there is the top left-hand side. When you log in, you will see what we call a hamburger menu, and you will touch that, and it will bring up this menu that I'm talking about. So you can click on the different links and do the same thing. Okay, so it is a little different than what you're seeing, but you can translate from this website walkthrough to your phone, watch this video, and you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, and you'll be able to find these things. Sometimes you'll have to turn your phone from a vertical position to a horizontal to get what we call the menu when it slides open. In a couple of cases, I'll show you where that's at and point it out to you. But so it's going to bring you to your dashboard. Now, the dashboard is to give you a quick overview of everything that's going on. Notice you'll see this little bell with a number, could have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's a notification. That means the company is telling us all something. And if it's got a number and it's kind of putting a little, notice flash there, then if you click on that, it's going to bring up, oh, they're going to tell us we got a brand new bullion coin that's specific to our company, 7K. I remember having our first 7K coin with this 7K with a 24 karat gold overlay over the 7K and a 1 ounce silver bullion coin. Now we got the golden spike with 24 karat overlay. And I encourage everyone to get one of these because the 7K coin plus this are two unique identifiable 7K coins that are exclusive to 7K. Okay. Now, so and all you do is just touch your website somewhere else on it and goes away. Notice the notification went away. It also gives you the spot price of gold and silver in the marketplace at any one time. Every time you log in, every time you refresh the page, you'll see that changes a little bit because the spot price, the paper price, which nobody can buy at, okay? Now, of course, a lot of people would like to buy at that price. A lot of people buys from you at that price if you're willing to sell a bullion or a bar at that, but you're going to learn not to do those things. That's just all part of negotiation. This is a reference price and it's called a paper price. Okay. Now you get to see that all the time. You're going to see this menu going across the page on the website, products, collection, auto save, remember, benefits, news. Okay. It's a little different on your phone, remember, okay, where that menu is at versus in the website. But it's going to show you, and from when you started out, you're going to have, if you joined, you got $5 in instant gold to your account posted. That was a benefit of joining right now. Now, that's not something that's going to be forever. It's been announced. We've been doing that, and the company's still doing it. So as long as the company is doing it, that's why you got $5 gold posted right there. Now you will have to open this account. We're going to talk about that. You're going to have a 7K cash account. Well, that's where they deposit your commission checks. And you can use that to buy things with. You can transfer it to your bank. We'll talk about that. Or you can have checks sent to you from the company. Then you're going to have a stack and sell account. That's where you have your collectible coins that you buy, your autosaver coin that you buy, and it has a code on it, and you scan that code, and it will immediately put it into your inventory. It'll tell you what you paid for the coin. It'll tell you the current market value of that coin. Now, these are retail products in our business, but remember, you got 1099 tax benefits to help you buy these things. That's an important thing. It doesn't cost what you think it costs. You're getting it at cost or less. In many cases, for many people, they basically get it free, paid for by the taxes they would have paid if they're doing and getting the 1099 tax benefit, which we talk about. So it gives you an overview of your business real quick. Okay. It also tells you some offers that may be featured by the company and some highlighted trainings, that may appear. And in time, you'll want to make sure that you review these. And if we have some special event going on, like everybody's targeting for the Orlando 2025 event in May 14, 2025, put that date in there. Go ahead and buy your ticket now while it costs you less. And because you will want to be at that event, you'll want to be at every one of the major events that in 7K, it's part of that success. And great, we get 7K getaways. I mean, you get to travel in a business travel. So why take vacations? Take getaways with 7K. Make them fun, make them enjoyable, meet people who are successful, meet people who you want to emulate. You want to emulate their success. These are the opportune times that you get to do that. Okay, so let's go first. And we're on our dashboard. So if ever we want to come back to dashboard, we hit that hashtag menu on the phone, or right here, we click on dashboard. What's it going to do? It's going to bring up this. So the next thing I want to show you is your account settings. Okay, your account settings is where you establish, and you will have like your username, you have your phone number, you have your email. Okay. Now notice they're not unlocked. Okay. And this is where you have your password. Just in case you wanted to ever change your password, you will have to unlock settings to make any changes here. Now, this is a protection for your account. So if somebody can log into your account, hey, they can't change your payment. If they buy something, guess where it's going to be shipped to? It's going to be shipped to you. Okay. And you're going to get a notice that you just bought something. And if you didn't do it, then somehow somebody got in your account. Okay. Because you're going to get that notice because they can't change these settings. And this tells you what kind of membership you have. So if you do not have the legacy membership, on the front page of your website in your dashboard, you'll have ability to upgrade anytime, and it'll tell you the difference that you need to pay to upgrade right then to one of the legacy VIP lifetime membership that you don't have to renew. That's available to you anytime. That's right there on your dashboard. It will also be here. But to do something like this, and if this is something you want to check, because you cannot change the name on your account. Only support can. You can't change that. You can change your username, but watch out if you got marketing materials and you already printed, you got your username, all those marketing materials, all those cards, everything you have with that username is no longer any good. And your username you might want to use might not be available. And so kind of stick with the username you have unless it's really, really long and you want to kind of shorten it, like using your initials and a favorite number or something like that. This doesn't have to be confidential. This is something like my not confidential, but it's short, easy to quick, and it's an easy website name to give out. You want as short, easy, and concise as you can for your website. So if you're new, this is the time to change it. Right now is get it done and stick with it. Okay. And how do you change it? Okay. You'll have to click unlock settings. Now, it's going to send you a verification code to either your cell number, which you verify, you saw it when it was unverified, or to your email. And when you ask them to send that, like I'm going to send one to mine right now, it's going to bring this up. They're going to text me on my phone. There it is. 7K just texted me on my phone. I got that code. And so now I'm entering that code in. And now I can change settings. Okay. And by me changing settings, I can change my username, I can change my payment method, and make it default. Now, sometimes your payment method may need to be updated or changed, or your card, got hacked, or you changed cards. Well, that's when you add another card. And once you add a card, then you set it to be default card, because the one at the top that marked default is the card that they will use to make charges for, especially for your autosaver. Okay. So once we've got that set, Okay. Let's go back to dashboard. Okay. Now, here we are in next thing is autosaver. Once you enroll, your autosaver was set either on the 1st or the 15th automatically by the company. So your sponsor probably walked you through this, did that exactly to after you first logged into your account. If not, you need to do this like right now. Okay. Because you want to set your autosaver to be on a different date than the 1st or the 15th. And you want to be it as far from the date you sign up as possible because that's when your next charge is going to be. So, like today is the 7th. The next autosaver is going to ship on the 8th, tomorrow, okay, Sunday. So, when we click on autosavers, it's going to tell you what date it is set for, and it's going to tell you the autosaver you selected. And if you want to change that, you click this little edit pencil right here, and you can easily change the date, let's say to not the 8th. The 8th will process tomorrow. So we could change it to the 1st, okay, if that's the furthest away, but it won't. The company's going to set it for the 1st or the 15th. So if you join right now and yours is set for the 1st and it is the uh, the 7th, that's a good date for you. Okay. Uh, Especially if you've only been active for 7 days. So you joined on the 1st and it's going to be set for the 1st, but it's probably set for the 15th. So what you'll want to do is go back and set it for the 1st. Okay. If you're joined, and what I tell people, if they're joined from the 2nd of the month to the 7th of the month, if they join pretty close to the 8th, then wait until after the 8th and then set your autosaver for the 8th. Okay, because you're going to be active for 34 days. This is very important. Okay, I'm going to keep mine on the 26th because that's where I want it. Eventually, anything you buy, anytime you enroll someone, you get to change your autosaver. And that's what gives you the chance to change it off of the 1st and the 15th. So I like to set it on the 8th, the 21st, or the 26th, and that's what I recommend. So when you have operative, and just set it and leave it, okay? Otherwise, you're trying to manage your autosaver. This is something you just want to set it and leave it. Let it be automatic, what it's intended to be. Okay, that's how you change autosaver. If you want to pick another autosaver besides the one that you have here, then you would go to autosavers, add autosavers, and then what you would do is, let's say you wanted the beauties of the world. Okay, select your date, 26, add, and then let's go back to my account to autosavers. So you have to go back to autosavers, and you're going to see now we got two. Well, it'll order both of them if you don't change this. So what you want to do is you want to delete one, and then you change to the beauties of the world. Well, I want to keep my state series going because I have another account that I order beauties of the world on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how we delete it. We click on that edit, and then you'll see right here, remove this autosaver. You click on remove autosaver, and that's done. Now, and then you just save changes. And when I go back to dashboard and to autosavers, see, it didn't remove it, did it? So, beauties of the world, remove it. Okay. So you got to click that little OK. There we go. That removed. Okay. If if you just keep checking here, clicking, doing, you can't hurt this thing. So don't worry about it. Okay, we need to rush through this because I want to show you the very important things that you need to have right now, real quick. Autosaver was one. Your account and savings is another. Another that is your share links, because you need to create 2 new share links if you haven't already done that with your sponsor. Okay, you're going to have nothing here like I have in this account. You're going to have nothing. I want you to create 2 generic, and then we'll teach you in the share links how to create it for an individual person so you can track it. So you'll know if they watched it, how much of it they watched, if they clicked on it, didn't click on it, that kind of thing. This is a great tool in your back office. So you'll click on create new link, and then what you'll want a title for the 2 you want to do is you want to do real money. Okay, and then you were going to come down and you're going to click peak. Make sure it's selected. That's real money. And then you want to save changes. And then that just created this. And I can copy that link. We'll teach you all about this later. But the key is getting your 2 links created. You go back to links. Okay. And you're going to see now I've got one real money that I just created on 12/7. Okay, that's the one I just created. Since I got other links, I don't want to get confused. You do the same thing with present. The reason is you can have a generic link that you will put into your phone that you can use, and then you scroll down and you select present. That's the 9-minute video. This is the less than 2-minute video. And this is how we pique interest. This is how we answer a little bit of questions when they want to take the next step, but they want a little more information. And then we go back to links, and you'll see the 2 new ones that I just created. Okay, present and real money. Now, you'll have those links that you can copy and that you can text people. We'll teach you that. We'll teach you some of the peak interest methods that we use, how we talk to people on the phone, and you do that with your team. Okay, that comes as separate training. Right now, it's your website that we're really concerned with. That was a very important one that I wanted you to know about. And the other thing that is very important is your orders. Okay, we're going to kind of go through the links itself, but the next third thing that's very important for you in initializing your business is to establish your sound money account, your 7K Advantage account, your stack and sell account. Now, this could take time, and there's no real rush in it for you. So no sense getting anxiety. The main thing is how to share and working in your team group to share and share properly. Okay, that's the important part right now. You can learn much and do much of these other things on your own time when time is available. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, you'll go back to your dashboard. Remember your dashboard. Always go back to your dash or go to your My Account, which will take you to the dashboard page. You will go to your menu on the phone. It's the hamburger menu. And what you'll do is you go to your benefits right under account settings. Okay, right here, there's a little tutorial to tell you how to set up your 7K Advantage and get the app on your phone. The 7K Advantage, that's what the app looks like. And this only takes a couple of minutes, easy to do, and everyone should be able to do that all by themselves. Got any questions? Go to FAQ or call your sponsor. They'll help you, or one of your group success team leaders that you're working with. Okay? Now, there's lots of people to help you, and support is also available. They're only available 9 to 5 Mountain Time. Okay? That's the 7K support personnel. But this little member ID is very important. You'll have to have that ID to set up your account. Okay, you must set up your account first before you can log into it. The next thing, and I tell you, the next thing you really want to set up is your Sound Money account. Okay, so there's a tutorial. Watch the tutorial before you try. Okay, now you will use your same login and your account is set up. You do not have to wait for a trial email or anything like that. Once you enroll, because you got gold deposited into your account, you want to open it up so you can make it out, and you will need to verify yourself. Now that verification process, you need to do on your phone. It's very difficult to do on a computer, I found. So it's very much easier to do the verification process on the phone. But watch the tutorial first and then go to the FAQ if you got any questions, then get help if you can't do it. The next thing that you'll want to set up in time, and you won't have any, you have one coin you receive with your membership with the VIP memberships, which you can scan in. But with the basic, you got a bullion coin, so you can't scan that. It's not a modern collectible. It's not a rated coin by NGC or PCSG. Okay, so you will watch the tutorial, then you'll get your code and you'll set up your Stack and Sell account. And a lot of it needs to be easier done to do it on the computer first and then get it set up on your phone. If you only have a phone, then no problem. You can get it all done on your phone. Okay, so the next thing is to understand. I'd already walked you a little bit through your e-commerce sales. That's the front end of your website. That's the public thing because they can't log into your back office here. And if you're interested in Go Back RA, notice that we can't inform you about Go Back RA. I mean, if we got one, we can tell you what we did and how we did, help answer the question. But they've got certified, trained, knowledgeable people with new directions that answers your questions if you want to convert one of your IRAs or 401k accounts to a gold and gold, silver, or precious metals backed IRA. That and if you go to that website, it explains what you need to do. Now, you also understand that as a member, you get extremely beneficial health or medical plans, healthcare plans, hospitalization, and many members have saved. Many members have joined 7K to get this benefit right here versus what they're paying to other companies and get better benefits at a lower cost. This is a real saving. So if that applies to you, then you might want to look at that. Understanding what a coin drop is, this gives you a little information. This explains a little bit more about your auto saver. So loyalty points, every time you buy an auto saver, every time you enroll someone, you're going to get more points. You get commission points and you get loyalty points. And there's 3 ways to get loyalty points. This is going to explain that. This is, again, lanyard. This is how we can earn silver once a month. Get a free silver coin once a month. Okay. This, I'll tell you a little bit about silver bullion and then a little bit about our income plan. So that's our membership benefits. That's where you find those. That's where you look in addition to the FAQ at the footer of your website. Now, the next thing is orders. So anytime you make an order, and you will see even your order when you joined is right here. Now notice I've got loyalty points. So I'm getting a free 1-ounce silver coin shipped to me with my autosaver on the 26th. So they're holding it because I like to use my free loyalty points every month. So I'm getting a free silver every month, right along with my autosaver. You know, building wealth, accumulating wealth. I mean, this is the most outstanding thing that you can even think of. We accumulate wealth, you get 1099 tax benefits, and then we have the ability to earn incremental income on the side while we're building an organization and a team of like-minded people, people helping one another. It just can't get any better, y'all. Well, anytime you have questions about your order, you can go here and then you can click on order detail and it'll bring up the PDF and you can print it off. You can also see the tracking number on it and notice this shipment of mine has been completed. Okay. And you can do this with any past order that you have. Oh yeah, I'll order all those Trump coins. I don't just order one. and Pamela orders them. We all order them. These things, we're products of the product. Okay, we believe in what we're doing, and we think you will too in time. Okay, so that's where what orders is. 7K cash is where you have your cash account, and again, you can either have that commission uh, uh, transferred to a bank or transferred to you, whatever you would like to do with it, and you decide what to do with the the checks in your 7K cash. Then in loyalty offers, those are those loyalty points. So these are all the different products that you can, if you got enough points, you can get them. Like in Pamela's account, she's got like 4,000 something points. We're saving up for a particular coin that we want to get there. But in the meantime, we order either with as little as 200 points, you can get a half-ounce bullion silver coin, or with 300 points, you can get a full 1-ounce bullion coin. Okay. And notice I've got 313, but I can't order again until 21 days. But believe me, on the 21st, second day, I will be ordering that 1-ounce silver coin to be shipped with my autosaver. Okay. So that's what loyalty events is. What I was just talking about earlier with our uh, uh, before I started recording is events is where you enroll, where you sign up, where you pay for a particular event. And if you want to for the event in the convention, you just click on event details and then it will come up and it'll tell you what the two types of tickets. And I encourage everybody to get the all in. Okay. And then once you buy your ticket, then you will assign it and you'll click on, you'll type in your name. How do you want your name to read? That's just for example in Orlando. And I encourage you to go ahead and commit like the hog does to our breakfast, not the chicken. The chicken just makes a contribution, those eggs. Commit to your success. You don't want to miss that. If you just join, you don't want to miss that first convention. That will make a huge difference. We also have this New Year kickoff that we're doing all around the country. Kickoff meetings. If you've got one within an hour or so drive from you, attend one. All you do is click on the event. I know the one in Portland, Maine, you click on the event details and look how much it costs you. Nothing. Many of these meetings will collect $10 at the door, but if they want to get an idea of who's right. Now, this is going on right now. This won't be all the time, but different meetings will be announced like this during the course of the year. And this is where you find events, different events that are happening. This is where you enroll for them, and get your tickets for them. So that's the event section. And your commission earnings just lists what you earned the last week or the last time you earn a check. It keeps an account for you, and it's deposited in your 7K cash account, and then you can send it to wherever. Now, commission points. So we kind of tell you everything. Commission points is what's happening in your business on an ongoing, instantaneous basis. So when somebody enrolls, and I know a 40-point enrollment, that's somebody enrolled as a basic in all probability. But I can find that out in my Downline Explorer, which we haven't talked about yet. But this I know is someone's got an autosaver or bought a coin. Okay. And, anything from 15 less is somebody's bought a point coin. Points post up. These are called commission points, and they go into your counter. We'll talk about it. So if you want to look on the right side, what's happening, you want to look on the left side, what's happening, you just click on the button. So we give you all the information necessary to understand and run and build your business. And that's the beauty of what we have. All for that little price of a membership. You get your e-commerce site plus a complete back office plus your stack and sell website and back office and your Sound Money website and back office. So you get 3 in 1, and you get the back offices for all of them. Just think about that $5.99 membership. What a value. And if you didn't start with that, I encourage you to go upgrade right now. Make a commitment. Where else could you start a business for under $600 and you get all these websites and you got a home-based e-commerce business that you're doing on the side and you're accumulating wealth? This is powerful, y'all. Just think about what I just said. Okay, we already talked about shared links. Okay, we hadn't talked about training, and we haven't talked about File Vault and other resources. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to go to File Vault first, okay? And I'm going to share with you, this is all new to our website, a lot of things added. So this is compliance. Now, compliance tells us the associate policies and procedures. It's right here in your back office too, instead on that footer. A PDF about what kind of advice you can do, what words to say, what words not to say, the do's and don'ts of compliance. If you want, just click on these, download them, look them up, make sure in time that you have read these or be familiar with. You don't have to do it all at once, do a little bit every day, remember, okay? Or a little bit until you eat the elephant a bite at a time. Don't necessarily try to eat it all in one setting, okay? But the one thing I do want you to do, understand in compliance, is the little do's and don'ts, little PDF flyer. That's easy understood, and it's pretty. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. So we're going to go back to File Vault. We just click on File Vault. Now on your phone, it navigates a little bit different, but find out how it navigates. Push buttons, you won't hurt it until you find out how to do it, okay? The thing I want to really get to is your share tools, okay? Now, these are things that I really want you to download. I want you to download the 7K 2024. That's like the 23-minute video. This is the PDF. I want you to download it. I want you to have it on your computer. I want you to have it available for you. I want you to have the instant goal pay PDF, that one-page instant goal pay. I want you to have the getting started with 7K. I want you to have the one-page share plan and what it looks like and how to have this is an essential tool, this one-page share plan. Okay, you're getting started. I'm going to click on it to show you what I'm talking about. It really just tells you, here's the benefits I went over. Here's the 3 basic memberships and a little bit, just a summary of their differences. The big differences are in that FAQ. So that gives you an idea of what these are like. Okay, we're going to go back to File Vault. Okay, and you're going to see in Assets, this is your logos. What logos that 7K, so what logos you can use and the various sizes of the logos. And you got them that you can download them. So if you want to use them for a flyer, you want to use them for, your card, for your email, whatever. These are the logos that you're authorized to use as an associate. Okay. Now, you can't use the 7K medals. That's the company logo. Do not use that on anything. Okay. And don't use their 7K logo. You'll have like the logos we use that we have permission with. Okay. Like on the shirts and things. This was a non 7K shirt, but we got from the team that did this, Greg Zerniak and his team, they got permission, and it was authorized, and so we were able to do that. So, File Vault, you can look and see in terms of resources. You're going to get your getting started and your goal setting. Those of you did the goal setting training uh, uh, December the 7th with Ryan Chamberlain. Here's your workbook, workbook part 1, workbook part 2. You can download it. You can do this in groups. You can do it in your own team. You can do it in small group settings, and y'all can have quarterly or bi-yearly or yearly goal setting team meetings, and use the workbook. Here is the uh, uh, inner circle coaching, raise the bar contest. In other words, these are all the different resources that you want to be able to find. They're right here in your resources of your File Vault. Okay, we did File Vault. Let's get to the next important one, and that's training. Okay, now in training, this is where you want to definitely go through your buyer certification. Right here in your back office, everything right here. One click, log in, done. Okay, you'll want to go through the collector. You want to know the difference between bullion and collectible coins, and why collectible, why they need to be a part of your diversification plan. And that's what 7K provides, that opportunity for people to be diversified in their precious metals holding. And that's what the buyer certification is all about. Now, we have weekly corporate calls. And then we also have the quick start guide. You want to go through these. Yeah, this is something you do on your own. This is something besides what your leadership team is providing base. This is in addition to, okay? So everybody gets what the company trains on. And the inner circle coaching that Zach Davis did, one of the co-founders, and the team builder blueprint. And you click on these, you can get to see them. You get to hear the recordings. They're all part of what you do. And here's the 7K wealth strategies, the latest wealth strategies video, like the executive summary presentation. Okay. And when you click on this, it's going to bring up what? The wealth strategies presentation. And it's going to bring up the intro, the 9-minute one is what it's doing. Okay. This is even the 4-minute one. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to training because we're going to find some other resources. And that's where we're going to go to resources. Okay. And resources, we're going to find that 23-minute video. That what I call the 22-minute, 23-minute video, the full wealth strategies video, current update. And you'll click on these 3 dots here, a little bit different on your phone, begin, but you'll find it. And you'll click on share link, okay? And then you can copy and paste that link, and then you can email it or text it to someone as part of your answering questions, giving them more information to digest if they're not ready to enroll, become a member with the 2-minute and 9-minute. And you may have well already seen this video, but I encourage people to watch this at least once a week in their first year of the business. I know you're seeing it over and over and over again, but believe me, you see something different every time. And it helps you eternalize everything. Notice we have it in Spanish. We also have it in German. Okay. And so you've got other testimonies that are available or other videos that are available in other languages, other PowerPoints, other PDFs, and you find them in resources and the vault is where you find them. Okay. Now, we've done what we call a website walkthrough. What we haven't done is looked at one of the most important tools of your entire website, and that's your business hub. That's going to give you a quick picture of everything in your business, your left team, your right team, the current points at any state. Now we're Saturday, so this is the end of the pay week, okay? And depending on your rank and depending on that one page PDF that you have of the share plan, and that's why I want to tell people to bring that up and look at it. Now, yours are going to probably be 0 and 0 and 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, that's the way all of ours started. Okay, but the key is the power of two, the exponential expansion with 7K. One on your left and one on your right. You help them get one on their left and one on their right. And even if people place people on one side of you, they can't place people on both sides of you. Somebody above you can't. They can only place on one side of you. Okay. Now, in mine, I didn't have a lot of people placing people underneath me. So, like I said, I have the largest PEG group in the entire company. Okay. And it's because I got started, I had a lot of volume going, and it was all going up, and that volume between their bank volume. So I got people above me got 24, 25, 26 million in their bank account. We call your strong side your bank account. Why? Because of the whole volume. That's powerful. That's why we have one of the simplest comp plan, and I believe the highest paying comp plan in the industry right now. And this is part of what you really want to tune in and learn. While we're accumulating assets and building wealth, and we have a chance to build a legacy income for our children's children. Okay. So does this happen overnight? No. But what will happen is you'll see your points come up, and you'll also, as your group grows, you can click on like points underneath, and you'll see how many people getting their autosaver on the 1st of the month. How many people are getting it on the 8th, and how many points do you anticipate coming up in that counter that week? Okay, that's important, because if you got more points coming up and you can get paid on, you'll want to learn how to rank up, how to help other people so you can rank up too. And how does that? Well, as an associate, you need one on left and one on right. You can earn up to a $500 check. But if you got 1,000 points coming up on each side every week, you want to be a copper. How do you be a copper? Well, you have to have 2 personally sponsored active people on your left, 2 people on your right. As a copper, you have to bring 2 people to the table that are active, that are doing what you were doing, want to do. They are on the autosaver. They buy a coin every month, or they enroll someone every month. Okay, but more detail on comp plan, but that's what you want to learn. This will tell you those points. So you just click on it. Okay, the other thing it's going to tell you is about growth factor. Okay, now growth factor, you get a growth factor for every new person that comes into your group that you personally sponsored, and they personally sponsor, and they personally sponsor, and they personally sponsor. Anyone that you personally sponsor, and they personally sponsor, they personally sponsor, and they enroll someone new, a growth factor will come up, and it's good for 4 weeks. And you will learn that. And then, that next week, one of the weeks roll off. So it's a rolling 4 weeks. And you'll learn that in the comp plan explanation. So you'll want to learn about the comp plan. But this is the overall summary. Your active members, this kind of tells you, who's inactive, who's active, and you really need to look at these dates, because if they're about to become inactive and you need an active, then you better be looking closely to do something about that. Okay. And then this, of course, mine, I have 11,180 points this week. I'm an executive goal. I've got to have 10 left and 10 right at least, and I have to have 20 growth factor left and 20 growth factor right at least to be able to earn a $10,000 check. And that I met those requirements. So right now, that's what to check. If I wanted to make that 12,500 a week, okay, then I'd need 14 here, 14 here, 40 here, and 40. So it tell me what I need to do. If I wanted to make an $11,000 check, I would have to have those kind of numbers to get an $11,000 check. But my max would be 12,500. Okay. So if those numbers were 12,500 or above, I would have to have that. Okay. So I know Saturday's here. I know there's more growth factor to come up today because I've already talked about. But the point is, I got what I need already, and that's why it tells me what my anticipated earnings. And I've already checked my actives, already checked if they're going to stay active. I've done it. So this business hub is so important. Now, if you want more details, you want to go into your success group. Now, I know they call it a downline explorer. I'd rather call it our success group explorer. Okay. But when you click on this, it'll bring up your downline explorer. Okay. And it takes a little while to load it if you got a big one. Okay. And it's going to tell you how many people are there. But here's the big difference between let's say your VIP account and the VIP accounts, and let's say the basic. The basic won't be able to ask who is going to be flushing points soon, who doesn't have a downline yet, who is cycling soon. That's very important, because if they're cycling soon and they're really close to a check, they may not be engaged. They might need a little reminder or call, because we don't want them to flush their. Who is renewing soon? For those that have a renewable account, it's going to tell you when they are due to renew. And then who are your leaders? Who are the ones working? Who are the ones with the most activity going on? Who are your top leaders in your left and right teams? And who recently ranked up? Who changed rank? Well, you don't get to ask any of those questions with that basic. Another reason and another big difference, you don't have all the tools you need to really understand and help people. Now, you also get to ask, remember your personal enrollment group. Okay. It tells you who your personals are, who will become inactive soon if you want to ask that question, and who are my enrollees becoming inactive. But go on down and say, who is my personal enrollment group? Now, remember, I have about 27,000 in just my downline. Okay, a lot of people may have bigger downline than me because they're above me and my downline canceling their downline. But what you get paid on is your personal enrollment group. That's the important number for you to build, for you to help your team build their team, help their team build their team, help their team build their team, and duplicate. That's the most important number of all as you are building. People who what we call overflow, and many of you will have overflow, and there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, you want to get paid on it, okay? And so you'll learn that in the compensation plan training. But as you'll see, nearly all of mine, 98% of mine are my personal enrollment group, okay? And so that's why I confidently say I have the largest personal enrollment group individually than any other leader in the company. And it's because of my team, not because of Bob Reid. It's because of my team, you, and you, the new person that joined. And our job is to help you because we work together as a team, people helping one another build this and understand this and learn about gold and silver, learn about the things you have never been taught about before. And so with that, I I'm gonna share one more screen with you and just remind you that these are the 7 pieces of paper. And if your sponsor didn't go over that with you, you get in touch with one of your team leaders and say, I want to go through Bob Reid's success system. Okay. I want to go through his success system. That's at 2 years to learn, 3 to 5 years to build a big business. Then here's your job description. And it tells you exactly what you need to do. 5 little things. And this is one of the major things. And the time commitment you have is really one of the major. How are we going to build a left team and a right team? We'll go through what a business family pack is, if it's applicable to you, if you want to do it. We'll show you the power of 2, exponential expansion. And you get one on your left, one on the right. And if everybody else is only half as good as you, and they only average 1, and in 12 years you end up with 4,000 people on your team, and if 1,000 on the left side and 1,000 on the right side are buying a 20-point coin, that's 20,000 points coming up. Hey, believe me, that's worthwhile doing. But what if you only have one on your left and one on your right? Could you use an extra $500 every week in retirement as a side gig to accumulate wealth, protect your wealth, and build wealth? That's the opportunity we have. And yeah, we're a 21st century member direct marketing company. We're not a multi-level marketing company. We're a new form of networking. Does network marketing work? An established, renowned industry. People from all walks of life, just like you and me, succeeded in this business. You got to have the proper attitude. You got to build the right beliefs in this business. And when you do, you'll understand that this plain old 1-page share plan is so powerful that you don't even have to have growth factor on your left and right. You just have to have the volume. And if you've got that and you can have an opportunity to make $500 every week by being at the right place at the right time with the right people, you couldn't ask for a better opportunity in this world than 7K metals and what we provide. And since I talked about income, and one of the things that we all realize that none of us are financial advisors. And yeah, we talk about our coins and the value they gain and the marketing price, but things can change from day to day. But history does give a good indication about what the future may look like in any endeavor. In anything that we're dealing with our assets and our funds. But I have to share with you, and I love sharing the income disclosure of 7K. Why? Because there are people actually making this kind of money in this company. I know because I'm one of them. And there are thousands of people making these average checks. Do you want to be one? It takes work, but we have a plan. We have a how. The company has a structure, and most of the leaders just work around that same structure. We all do the business pretty much the same way. I just teach a little bit of different system in my group because I know it is a successful system. It's one of made up of personal commitment to one another and to the team you're working with, because that's what we're building. We're building a family of people helping people. And we want you to succeed. And I want you to succeed more than I do. Because it only helps me if you build leaders for my children's children. I hope you see what you see. I hope this was where use this as a reference because you can come back to it anytime to go through that website to help somebody else understand, to refer somebody else to see this website and where to find things and what they mean when you look at them. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I know it was a little lengthy, but you know, good things take time. You need to take time for really good things because if you try and rush through it, you're going to miss what it takes to be successful. You don't want to rush it. The best of success to you and your team.